Yo, what's good, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry Sisters review. If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, then you already know what it is and what it always will be. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell somebody to tell somebody if you choose to. If not, just sit back and relax while we get into this messy thing. Now, this is the extended trailer. Well, it's not really extended because it's not much, but it's a little more than what we were given on the trailer that was released after the episode. And this is the I'm just gonna say trailer breakdown for episode 22, which is season 7, season finale. We see that Andy and Miss Marie are in the law firm, and Andy reveals to Miss Marie that Gary is forcing her to marry him. Now, I am quite interested about what Miss Marie is going to do with this tidbit of information, because there was another part that was released where she was telling Andy basically like, I got you, leave it up to me. Because we already know that Miss Marie does not like Gary. She is not a fan. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see her once, do something for somebody else other than her just waiting for everybody to be at her whim. So, I guess I could give Miss Marie a little reprieve, but I ain't giving her much because I don't know what she's going to do with that information, but she does have enough money and resources to do something to Gary. And, everybody wants Gary dead, or for something bad to happen to him. And I think at this point, we're just waiting to see who's going to get to him first. So we see Hayden and Tamara, and Hayden finally sees what Tamara has been up to with Gary. And little Miss Clueless
as if
kept all the evidence in her phone. In her phone, y'all. I'm like, girl, now listen, okay. I do not condone cheating. I don't. But if I ever decided to cheat on somebody, they would never find out because my game is just that good. I think too much. And I'm already 5 or 6 steps ahead of you. I'm not going to get caught. However, if you do decide to cheat, don't leave proof stored in your phone. Like, that's just basic cheating 101. You just don't do it. So it appears to us that Hayden's world has been completely turned upside down. But he's cheating as well. So there is no compassion or sympathy for him on my end. None at all. But what I do know is this brother is having a full-blown conniption in his car, punching this steering wheel because he has found out that Gary has been giving it, and probably giving it well, okay, to Tamara. Now, the funny thing is, maybe it's not funny because Hayden is cheating with Miss Marie, and Tamara is in fact cheating with someone that he's cool with. But my thing is, are there really any rules to this game? If you're going to cheat, you just got to expect whatever's going to happen. It's just, there are no rules to it. It is what it is. Now, you know what I'm saying? Messing with somebody who your man is cool with is diabolical. Okay? It's diabolical and it's wild. Okay? It's wild. But hey, I'm here for it. Let's see what happens. This is just messy, y'all. All this is just messy. So we see a brief clip of Gary getting dressed, Lord, for his wedding to Andy for the second time. The first time it was a debacle. This second time is going to be an absolute debacle. And I'm so ready to see what happens because this is just trifling. I don't even know what other words to say. This is trifling. The fact that we have seen 2 characters possibly set up to be married for the second time, this is wild work. Okay, it's absolutely treacherous work on the writer's end. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to just have fun with it, and we just going to see what happens with that. Now, we see the sisters, and Danny is suggesting that they just killed Gary. And at this point, I don't think it's too hard to do. I do not think it's too hard to do, but you got goody two shoes, Sabrina over here, telling Danny, what happens if you kill someone? You go to jail. Now, mind you, okay, retrospect, in the proper mindset, in the proper context, yes. You take someone's life, you go to prison. But if you do it right, you may be able not to get caught, okay? Now, I am so interested and curious, and they truly have never just completely come out with it. But the women did something to Andy's boyfriend in college who was abusing her. They never really came out to say that they killed him or they hurt him in a, in a very severe way, but they did something. And I just hope that they give us more of a glimpse as to what did these women do to the man who was beating on Andy in college, because they obviously did something to him. And if they did, let us know what they did, because obviously they probably could do the same thing to Gary. Just take him up on out of here. I'm like, by the time Danny is saying something that I can, for once agree with, Gary needs to go. Even though I do like him and I do like the villain era of him. But, it's time for Gary to die. He's just doing too much. Now, there is a voiceover of Gary basically stating to someone that they don't want to miss this wedding. Now, the voiceover was heard as the scene with Fatima being on the phone was shown. Now, she could be on the phone with Madam, because I highly doubt that she is on the phone with Gary, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure with that. You know how they edit these previews and things of that nature. But I'm like, who is Gary telling that they don't want to miss this wedding? They don't want to, boy, bye. But moving right along now, the last clip that we see is of Andy in her wedding dress, and her sisters, Karen, Sabrina, and Danny, are walking into the church. My guess is to stop her from marrying demon spawn Gary Borders. But this is my question, family. And y'all, this is my question. Why are there so many chairs at this ceremony? Who is Gary honestly expecting to come? No one likes him. And on top of that, he basically told everyone who Andy is cool with that they are not invited to his wedding because they are all poverty-stricken and ghettofied. Okay, that's basically what he told these people. So, sir, why are there so many chairs? Who is coming to this debacle of a wedding? Y'all, when I tell you, I am so ready for this season finale to air, because I'm here for the foolishness. Because y'all know that's what we're going to get. So, I'm open to it, and I'm here for it. This wedding is going to be something. I do not know if Gary is going to make it out alive, but it will be interesting to see. My guess is, of course, we're going to end on some type of cliffhanger, which that could be, hopefully, we do see Cheeto return for season 8, because I honestly like him on the show. Like I said, he brings something that the show has been missing, and I'm here for it. But honestly, Gary has to die. Okay, Gary has to go. He needs to go and bust hell wide open. Okay, bust it slap wide open. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, because I don't want to damn this man to hell no more. But I want to thank you guys for listening. And until next time, I will holler at y'all later, and y'all be safe out there. When.